Alright, Horizon Open. So we had to make sure we had a custom race that we joined, because we specifically need to be in S1 racing in this car, apparently? I don't know, we'll see if this actually gives me credit for what I want. I don't think I need a win, I'm fairly sure I just need to complete it. So we'll see how well we go. This is against actual people, no silly drivatars. Silly people instead. Everyone just zooming past me. That's fine. We expect that. Yeah. Again, we don't have to win. Just as well. They are in cars rated higher than me. I need to stop looking at the map and just race more. Just on taking each corner at its merits, to be honest. Ooh, someone went off the road, looked like. You're a good driver, really? I don't bother with any of the interactive bits. I mean, my hands are busy. Really, it's just a case of I just want to race cleanly as much as I can, not crash too much into corners, not miss checkpoints. That's my real emphasis. If I overtake people, great. If I lose, fine. I'm just doing what I'm doing. I'm here to vibe. I'll try not to block people. Ooh, a little bit of a shunt there, though. It'd be nice if you didn't push me off the road, but hey, okay. You do you, guy. You do you. I'll soon. Whatever makes you feel better. Yeah, there's only 5 of us? I thought there was 6. Someone already dipped out. I mean, this probably isn't the greatest car for this. I don't know. I think I've got the driving aids turned off properly, or like turned on, rather, properly. I'm skidding a little bit, but I've got all of the things indicated on the right-hand side, so... Probably braking too much on the corners, probably not getting good lines compared to the others. Fine, whatever. I'm not sure how this person behind me is catching up so quickly, because I can't go any faster than that. He's in a much faster car, apparently. Rubber banding should not be a thing with human drivers, but whatever. Again, we do what we do. They do what they do. Try and avoid them as much as possible. Yeah, 2 people in the end dipped out. Hey, so we came forth. If people seriously quit these things just because they're losing, that's something. Now, it's different to the trial event, in that if you are coming dead last, you should actually quit. We'll get to that later, if we get to that race in this session. So now there's 5 people again. Okay, we have a trashy giraffe has joined us. Excellent. This is a, twisty track. Oh, the Copper Canyon Sprint again. We did this in our other Lamborghini just before, I think, didn't we? All network conditions, apparently. It always says that for me. I think it's just because of where I am in the world compared to everyone else. I bet that it's only North American servers. I doubt there's any oceanic ones. So the latency is probably quite bad. Can we get a clean race? So I don't really care about placing. If I can get a good clean race and not just crash into corners, I'll be happy with that. Because all the numbers might line up fairly close, like this is 896 or whatever, and they're all 900s. But, you know, different things change the numbers in different ways. I've probably prioritized handling and specifically avoided power to remain at the S1 instead of bumping into S2. Other people might have taken different upgrades and boosted power, and are just better at holding it in the corners. I've done that before with things as well. I have a van that is an X rating, and it goes really fast in a straight line. It is terrible at corners. But it's just a case of, okay, you brake really hard for each corner and then just accelerate as hard as you can. Why is this sliding around all over the place though? That's what I want to know. That dude has missed a checkpoint. Well done. I do like that it ghosts you if it expects a collision as well, whether it's due to your fault or another player's. That's the sort of PvP racing that I want. I don't like shunting. And that's why my goal is just to go as clean as I can and not crash into the corners, and crucially, don't miss checkpoints. If you miss a checkpoint, you're kind of screwed. What were we saying about crashing into corners? Apparently that didn't count enough to lose my combo at least, so that's nice. We'll take that. Funny. Probably raked way too much for that. Now, are either of these people going to dip out just because they didn't finish the race? Zoom. Right, final one. For me, at least. The championship just kind of keeps rolling on for other people, I think. Well, we'll see how well we do, but again, we expect to come last. And that's fine. If we can do okay, then I'll be happy with that. Someone just zoomed ahead on the start. So I don't get how everyone is able to accelerate so much better. I'm missing something clearly. Again, just race cleanly, as well as we can. Become dead last, so be it. Not that bothered. Okay, we missed a checkpoint, I'm fairly sure, because that person pushed us off to the side. That's a little bit more frustrating. Usually you get ghosted, but only if it's a high-speed collision, unfortunately. If it's just someone shunting you into a bush or into a building. Apparently not. I just wish that you didn't interact with the other drivers in any way whatsoever, like if it was just permanent ghosting. Just like out in the open world, like you can see other people in their cars, but if you get close to them, then it just ghosts. I wish it was like that in these races as well. There should be no pushing through corners or anything like that. As far as I'm concerned, it should just be synchronous time trials. Otherwise, you just have toxicity. Because it's not only the high-speed collisions that matter. And I was wrong, actually. I didn't miss a checkpoint. I don't know why I thought that I had. So I probably didn't need to waste as much time there. Oh, race ends already. Oh yeah, because we're on the final lap. That's fine. Again, we'll come last. That's all good. We made someone feel better by them shunting us into a building. That's fine. I hope that it helps them work out whatever they're going through. There we go. Finished 7th. Hey, 69 clean laps. Nice. Blast from the past complete. View now. There you go. I got 20,000 credits for doing that, so that's not a bad little earner, isn't it? That's probably the best way to get credits in that case, quite frankly. Excellent, and that gives us our Mini 65 FE. Forza Edition will see what perks that gives us, but Forza Editions usually just give you skills boosts or like points boosts for earning certain skills, whether it's speed or drift or whatever. Be interesting to see what that one's for. Alright, who have we got racing alongside us, and how are they going to go about pushing us off the track? That's inevitably what happens with these things. Okay, we've got 3 people in 700s. It is a valid thing to sometimes just rock up with a worse car, because then it'll affect the AI driver levels. And they'll be worse too. So we're not helping things by being in a 700 car. We need to swap to bonnet view so we don't get glare. And we've just got to hope that we can do okay. So already we've got human players pushing other human players around. The whole point is to try and beat the AI players, not the human players. I will hold my line, thank you. Sometimes it's just better to hold back a little bit, but if people get away from you too much, especially the AI, then and this car just does not want a corner apparently. Okay, cool. We're gonna have to really brake and then turn hard, I think. Now that's an AI that I was pushing around, that's fine. If I trusted myself to be able to actually push them out of the line and like off the track so they miss checkpoints, I would definitely do that. It's the best thing you can do with AI players in this. Problem is you're just as likely to end up missing the checkpoint yourself and then you're screwed. So gotta be careful. Good, managed to get past at least. I'm pleased with that. Please don't push me around, dude. I'm not an AI. You go ahead, that's fine. I will attempt to hold off the AI from overtaking me so that I can keep the extra 100 points. I don't know how much of the erratic behaviour of the human drivers is sometimes just, oh, that was terrible. This is one of those cars that if you just so much as hit something, it slows you down big time, it seems. That's really bad. But thankfully, this guy doesn't corner very well either. I mean, this is B-rated cars, so a lot of them don't corner very well. Yeah, I do wonder how much of the poor performance is genuinely people just doing badly, and actually just how much is desync. Okay, someone left. That's actually really good. So, in any of these races, if you are coming dead last, the absolute best thing you can do is leave the session and try again. Because otherwise you are swinging things 600 points in the AI's favour. And it just means that you're just going to drag everyone down with you. Like, if I'd missed a checkpoint and ended up last, quit. Just straight up, go again. Especially in the first race. Second race, if you've won the first one, yeah, okay, it could go either way because you've still got another chance. But definitely, in the first race, if you are coming last, just quit. Do everyone a favour. El Lago Blanco. Alright. Because yeah, these are unfortunately 3 races that you have to do. Someone else has dipped out. That's kind of good. So it's just a case of, so long as we place not last, essentially. Because yeah, they start off each getting 400 points because they are ahead of 4 people. So long as we overtake at least a couple of them, then that'll be 200 points for all of us and fewer for all of them. So I was so expecting to get sideswiped there. Okay, they went really wide for some reason. Just gotta hold it together, because if you go into the sand like that, he says go into the sand. If you go into the sand, it's pretty slippery, funnily enough. So let's just try and hold together. This is at least 4-wheel drive. But we're placing well currently. We've got one person dragging down everyone else. I think it's the same person who came last time actually, so it was one of the people who did well that quit. That's unfortunate. Guess the guy directly ahead of me is the AI, so it doesn't matter if I inconvenience him. Ideally I'd have actually slammed into him there, but Didn't work out. We're ahead by a decent amount. But I've got to not miss checkpoints. If I get overtaken by a couple of them, then it's not the end of the world. But I've got to race pretty cleanly, and yeah, definitely don't miss checkpoints. And then the other player, middle of the pack, they can stay there. If they manage to increase their placement by even just one, then it's going to be a huge difference. And again, if the person coming dead last just quit, then we'd have it in the bag guaranteed. But they are hanging on in the hopes that we carry them to victory, basically. Because, yeah, I'm fairly sure they were the ones who came dead last time as well. I just can't quite get this guy. It's always the way with these things. The guys catching up to me seem to really do a good job of that, but I just can't catch up to the next person in front of me. I think part of the problem is I just fixate on doing what they do, which of course just means that I'm always just going to match them, or I will overthink it and think, oh, I can get on the inside, but of course that means I take a worse line and then slow down because I have to then brake more. So it's a delicate balance, but that's fine. I mean, I just need to come in third where I am at the moment. Again, just don't miss checkpoints, don't mess it up, stay clean. Good corners, there we go, that's fine. Damn. And I think even if the other guy slips a couple of places, I don't think it matters. So that should be it, that should be the event done. First try, not bad. Normally it takes a few goes. Team Blue wins, perfect. Well, now we have the Abarth, which we needed in order to take a photo, jumping for 1 star. So I'm at the runway, and all I need is to jump 30 meters, so we'll see. This is not tuned up at all. This is a 100 rating car. That is the lowest. But we'll take it for a jump and see. Can I jump at least 30 meters? It's downhill, so hopefully. It's a pretty light car. Whee! Yes, good. Should be enough. There you go. Treasure challenge complete. So now we have to find the treasure chest. Where is it likely to be? It's usually in a bit of a clearing. I'm sure I actually had one in Ekbalam one other time. I can't remember where it was. Is it underneath? Because that would make sense. Yes, there we go. We found 100,000 credits. I'll take it. Worth it. So now all that's left for us to do is the daily challenges, which we've left to the end. They're more like weekly challenges, really. I don't know why they bother. They should just be mini challenges and have them all unlocked at the start. So we need to complete street race, take photo, Alpine, visits the temple, Mercedes AMG, air skills, and Porsche. Okay, so first things first, while we're at home, let's find one of our Porsches to upgrade. We just need to spend $10,000. That shouldn't be too difficult. What do we want? GT2. Let's see what we can do with this one. Upgrades and tuning. I don't even know if I've already done some upgrades for this. Swapping out the engine? Okay, that's too expensive. 10,000, all-wheel drive. There we go. Let's just make it all-wheel drive. I don't know if that's even a good thing for this car, quite frankly. I'd probably prefer to keep it rear-wheel drive, but that's what we need to do. Change car. Aston Martin. Can just be any of them. Let's do the fancy one. It's the first one off the top of the list. Don't actually need to pose the picture very nicely, but hey, we hadn't taken a picture of it. 2 more and we get another accolade. Perfect. Astonishing beauty complete. Alright, next. 193Ks in any Alpine. Do I have an Alpine is the next question. Change car. Do I have an Alpine? I do not. Okay, so if we don't own an Alpine, we're going to have to buy one, unfortunately. What have we got here? A 73A110 auto show. Oh, wheel spin, season events, festival playlist, etc. So we're going to have to go to this one, which is an old car, so can it even do 191? Yeah, probably not. Oh well, we've just got to try it, I guess. Can this thing do 190 k's an hour without me upgrading it? I'm not optimistic, because it's pretty old, but with enough of a run-up, and after we get over this crest here, it's a bit of a downhill incline, or decline I guess, so maybe that'll help. Does it have a 5th gear? It does. Good, in which case this should work. Just got to get over the crest here. Start the downhill, and yeah, easy does it. 192, perfect. Red line complete. Festival playlist, what have we got up next? Sunken Temple near the Sierra Verde Dam, that's easy, and then speed zones in a Mercedes AMG. Okay, let's just go here, get a bit of a run up, go around the top of the Pyramid of the Moon, and hopefully we'll get... I mean, we'll get at least 1 star, right? We're not likely to get 3 stars. Because it needed like 200 and something k's an hour. That's a bit of a stretch for this car. Oh, and we get a skill song. Hilarious. Are we going to fail? No, we stayed on the track at least. We're not going to fail, but we're definitely not getting 3 stars. But if we can get 2 stars, then that's fine. It doesn't actually tell you how you did because I've already got 3 stars on it. It's kind of annoying, quite frankly. But let's just flip it around, go back for another time. Not really making the most of our skill song, but never mind. And then we can take this thing down to the dam as well. And head to the temple. There we go. Hopefully that will have been enough. Yep, there we go. Merc of quality. Perfect. So the temple is down in this dried up lake here, which you can only access in the dry season. And there's actually a accolade for discovering all regions, and this was the last one that I had to visit. So this is doing a good service for everyone who doesn't have that yet. So, Vauxhall Corsa. That'll probably be pretty good for doing those air skills as well. Okay, and we have to win this, I believe, so we'll see how we go. Looks like we've tuned this up a bit at least, so hopefully this is now a hotter hot hatch than it ever was. Good start, and completely missed the corner. Oh, of course. That's fine. So did a lot of them. Very tricky, tight bends to start with. I think this was more set up for just speed. It's not terrible at the corners, I guess, but it's also not great. Brakes are decent at least. That's kind of my tuning priorities generally, is handling and braking. So you can make up a lot of ground by just taking corners well. Watch as I don't take corners well. Don't want to crash into things either. That just wastes speed. Alright, now if this thing's set up for speed, this should be where we shine, right? 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 Well, we're faster than a Mini, that's a good start. And BMW looks like... No, I don't know what badge that was. Might have been another one of these, to be honest. Now, can we take the corner? We can. We might have even over-braked for that one, I think. But that's fine, so long as it meant that they were at risk of bashing into me. Bit of a shunt out the end. Not too bad. Just got to remember to start getting the power on through the corner to help the wheels get traction again. Otherwise you just skid. It's too easy to just think, oh, I just need to keep the power off going through, but then you just get oversteer. Not oversteer, understeer. You just go off wide. Because without the wheels actually trying to turn, you don't gain traction, they just skid. And there we go. Perfect. Now we just need to go do some jumping, apparently. So 10 air skills. I don't think it needed to be like ultimate or awesome or anything, just air skills. So there's one, there's two. We can just go back and forth over that a fair bit. It's probably the easiest thing to do. Should be another one. That should maybe even be another one. Ah, we overcooked that one and only got one for the whole thing. Ideally, I actually want to go slowly over this so I can get one going up and then one down, and we didn't do it again. Okay, that's fine. We'll get one up here again, and spin, and wreckage, and back we go again. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. Sand skipping complete, and complete 56 daily challenges. Excellent. Is that all now? Nope. Oh, it was a street race in the course of VXR. I'm a fool. Right, street race this time. Some bonus content from doing a road race instead of a street race. Let's see how we can go with this. There's some interesting looking vehicles that we're up against. Street racers don't seem to pay much attention to car types. So this could be interesting. Just going to try and take the corners as well as we can. Just going to go bonnet view because it's a bit dark. And that means that we don't actually... I forgot that there's traffic. That'll be why the other guy braked really hard all of a sudden. Not a clean race. We'll see if we can catch up to these guys in front. Gotta keep in mind all the same things that I was trying to do before. In terms of doing good cornering. Okay, we're catching up. We've got quite a lot of race to go still. Not a great corner there. That's better. Yeah, I forgot that with street races you've got to dodge traffic because that makes sense. Ah, terrible. Every time we do something like that, they just get further and further ahead. Thankfully, they forgot that there was traffic too. It does happen sometimes. The AI is not infallible. And you can even bait them into crashing into traffic sometimes. I recognise this track, I think, now. Come in here. That guy's chunky, so I'm not going to be able to push him out of the way easily. Just sandwiched between the two of them. That guy in front, I can't remember the name of the car exactly, but it's one that always does really well in cross-country events. They're just somehow able to take the jumps so much better than I ever can. To be fair, that's just like an AI thing anyway, I think. Just never seem to be as affected by things. Including cornering forces. Let's hope that someone crashes into him. No such luck. This is a kind of a not corner if we get a good line through here. Not great. And then we finish at the festival. Okay, somehow we managed to pull that win off. I'm not even entirely sure that was justified, but hey, we did it, and that's what matters. We cheese our way to victory wherever we have to. Season done. Dry season. So the only points that we're missing, once again, is the DLC content. So, kind of annoying that that gets included. I wish that they had their own, like, festival playlists entirely would be nice. But, oh well, never mind. And then one more season to go before we're through with the entire series, where we can win another Mercedes-Benz and an Ascari, looks like. We need to use the TVR Sagaris, drive in vehicles from Sweden, such things as that. We've got the trial as Porsches, looks like. Treasure hunt. It's got a Golf in it. Alright. Photo of the double cab pickup. What an ugly vehicle. I wonder if that's one that we can use a challenge card to get hold of. We'll find out next season. For now, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.